Hello, everybody, followers, friends from Here We Teach and Harpitsa's Kitchen. My name's Anthony, and today we're going to talk about Lakshmi, and she is the goddess of wealth. It is also pronounced Lakshmi. She is the Hindu goddess of wealth and prosperity. And, her fortune is one of the people she's most widely worshipped in Hinduism. And so she's considered the consort of Lord Vishnu, one of the principal deities in the Hindu pantheon. Okay. So the worship of Lakshmi is a particular prominent one during the festival of Diwali, which is celebrated by Hindus all around the world. And I think they just had that because I saw the wife of Dr. Madan Kataria, who does the laughing yoga, and she was wishing everyone happy Diwali. So it may be even the festival where they throw the colors. I'm not sure. But the story of Lakshmi varies in many different Hindu traditions. So it's a very common narrative that she emerged during the churning of the ocean. Now, this is interesting. And they have her named as Samadura Manthan, between the gods or the devas and the demons, asuras, to obtain the nectar of immortality or amita, the nectar of immortality. And for those that are not or just listening, so Lakshmi, the statue itself, is one of them that I'm looking at right now is a beautiful statue, kind of home shaped at the top, kind of like a roof coming down, and then with a couple of swirls going up, which is kind of telling you that this is like an aura, a beautiful gold aura around her. And she's in a sitting position, like in a meditation position. Um, so she's said to have risen from the churning ocean and seated on a lotus, carrying a lotus flower in her hand. How beautiful is that? Her name Lakshmi is derived in Sanskrit from the word lakshya, which means goal or aim, symbolizing the goal of life, um, which is wealth and prosperity. So that is what her primary aim was about. So in Lakshmi, so on the picture, well, the one I have, it's hard to see if she has four arms, but there's other pictures that do show it, that she's depicted with four arms representing the goal of human life and dharma or righteousness. Artha, wealth; kama, desire; and moksha, liberation. In her hands, she holds various symbols, including the lotus, which is a symbol of purity and beauty, and a pot of gold, the symbol of wealth. Well, who doesn't want that? And sometimes a mace and a discus. Not sure about what the mace is, but I know it's not the kind that you spray at people. Lakshmi is not only associated with material wealth, but also with spiritual wealth. And her well being and devotees seek her blessings for prosperity, success, and the fulfillment of both material and spiritual aspirations. And I believe in that you cannot have material wealth unless you have spiritual wealth, and vice versa. They kind of walk hand in hand. And if you go without one, um, they will soon catch up to each other to balance you out. The worship of Lakshmi is an integral part of the Hindu rituals, especially during festivals and important ceremonies. And these are important to note that symbolism surrounding the Hindu deities can vary across different traditions and regions, and interpretations may differ among different followers. So, India is huge. You're going to get many different interpretations of it. So in one area, it might be this one specific dance they do. In another area, they might add something else to that dance, right? So, and it's just, like what our own religions are like, or our own traditions. And I was going to do a talk about that the other day, about tradition and how family traditions change. And as families change, right? You move across the country, you might not be able to afford to go see your mom and dad or whoever, whatever relatives you have left in the city where you used to live because you moved, right? For a job or for whatever opportunity there was for you. So that's what happened. Now you've got to change your tradition and what you're doing. And that is okay, because I think what we have in America, what I see is that, everybody's going home to grandmother's house and back to their family, wherever that is. And they don't know where their home is. And to me, what I understood when I moved away from my home, because I'm originally from Chicago, in case you can't tell my accent, but my home was wherever I was. And it is that today. My home is where I live. My home is where I reside. And right now we reside in Las Vegas. So that is home. So, like I said, the Lakshmi and the Lakshmi are both interchangeable. So they're both the same, and they're widely interchanged. But they're all the same Hindu goddess. So know that when you hear that, if you hear the longer name or the short name, it's the same goddess, the goddess of wealth. And there's deep roots of the Hindu mythology and religious text. The story of her emergence is during the churning of the oceans, according to the mythology, because they sought the nectar of the immortality and decided to churn the the oceans for her. And so again, her her symbolism associated with the attributes solidifies her connection to wealth. So again, she wanted to obtain this armita, or the idea of becoming immortal. So this is what they did. And so that's the image. The image is the ocean being churned up. And the goddess of wealth and beauty is said to have appeared during this cosmic event. So again, imagine her sitting there coming out of the ocean on holding a lotus flower in one hand, and the other hand, she chose Lord Vishnu as her consort, signifying wealth, the union of wealth and divine energy. And in the one hand, a discus, meaning to go out into the future. So the wealth and the blessings and the devotion, her people that are inspired to celebrate her, are looking for their own blessings of material success and financial well-being and prosperity. So during festivals like Diwali, which they just had, there's lamps lit to symbolize the victory of light over darkness and the arrival of this prosperity. And who doesn't want that? So it's rooted deep in mythology, in the Hindu mythology, where her emergence comes again out of the ocean. And those attributes reinforce her wealth. So the idea of the ocean being endless, right? Endless reserves of wealth. So, we can all learn a lesson from that as far as about our own wealth, knowing that the wealth we desire is really within us. And whatever we desire, if we desire it, we can have it. If we can see it, we can receive it because we can materialize it. We're not allowed to vision what we can't have. If you can visualize it, you can have it. So keep visualizing what it is that you want. Maybe you want $1 million. Maybe you want $1,000. Maybe you want $3,000. I don't know what it is. Or maybe you just want an income of $3,000 more a month coming in. Whatever that goal is for you, allow it to manifest for you. So let's just do a quick affirmation on that. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and exhale out. And deep breath in and exhale out. And we envision the wealth and prosperity that we desire. We envision it and see it coming toward us, toward our hands. It is being magnetized. Our hands have the magnets of wealth within them, and they are magnetizing the gold and energy of light, healing, and material wealth that we desire. We see it, we feel it in our hands, we can hold it in our hands. We see it, feel it, and we receive it, knowing full well that the universe provides us with whatever we see in our heart, mind, and spirit. And that is what we have. And the affirmation is we can have whatever we desire and whatever we attract into our life. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. Thank you, Mother, Father, Earth, and all the deep spirits within us all. And have a wonderful afternoon and evening wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And please subscribe to our channel if you like what you hear. We would love to have you as a subscriber. There will be more things coming about healing, rituals. I haven't gotten there yet, but I have to still talk about some of these beautiful Indian deities that I'm just fascinated with. So thank you for listening. This has been a little talk about the wealth goddess of Lakshmi and Lakshmi of prosperity. Thank you for listening.